fence was actually out here at one time, I think, about where I'm standing. Like to me, the bulldog just pushed it back and then turned and went that way. They wanted that tree, that's why.
We're standing in the community of New Hope. Specifically, we're standing in the old New Hope Cemetery, which is one of the last remaining pieces of this great old community that used to be out here. All right, so this one at the top says Father. And Mother. This is Flora Blanton, born May 4th, 1823, and died May 3rd, 1893. And over here is Wyatt S. Blanton, born September 27th, 1813, and died October 26th, 1889. At the bottom it says Blanton. There's epitaphs on the back of these, but what's interesting to note is that there is a Blanton Creek, and I want to say there was maybe a Blanton Ferry nearby here. I could be wrong on that. Blanton Ferry, right?
I've heard that name before, but I know there's Blanton Creek.
It says on the back, kind angels watch, dear mothers, dust, till trumps shall sound to raise the just. Then may she, waking, sweetly rise, and meet dear children in the skies. Allotted years, a life well spent, then God for him the angels sent. Ready, dear Father, closed his eyes, to wake to glory in the skies. Here's another fieldstone marker.
This area right here, Robert, has several right where I'm standing in this grass. There's one, and here's the other stone to my left. And then you take a step over, and here's another one right there. Another one should be another one right down here somewhere. So this grassy area right here got a lot of unmarked graves, and then right there by that tree, I see one standing by itself. See that one?
And so this is sacred to the memory of Sally F., wife of John A. Cochran, born December 20th, 1847, and died June 30th, 1885. Rest on sweetly, dear Sally, with our 3 angel babes sleeping by your side, till the pearly gates are open, and heaven shall claim its own. At the bottom it says husband.
3 children?
3 children.
One up there right here, where I'm standing. So there's the footstone for hers. Now over here, I see another stone. If I can get this right here. See that one, Robert? Let's make that out. Right there with your camera.
Yep.
See this right here? There's a hole.
There's a stone.
Is that it there?
Yeah, that's it.
Let me get my brush out and we'll see if we can clean this off. Let's see if I can get this out of the way.
Well, that's going to be a tough one to make out.
Oh, yeah.
At least the epitaph will be, but we'll be able to get a name off of it. It says in memory of Pennell C. G. Pennell C. Pennell G. Collins. Born January 3rd, 1814, and died September 20th, 86?
Possibly.
Come a little bit closer.
Possibly 86.
Now there is an epitaph at the bottom, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make that out. It's so eroded. Look at the way the stone has eroded right here too. It's interesting. I think that's one right in front of you, Robert. Maybe.
I don't know. It may just be some vine. I don't want to go over and poke it. I hear something.
Yeah, that's one right there, completely covered up.
I may have to go back to the.
Oh wow, look at this one. Cody just found.
I may have to go back and get my lopper.
Yep, there it is.
Hold my stick for me a second. I'm gonna do it this way. Should have brought more tools. But I thought this would be a easier walk today.
Hey, you should have known better, Robert.
Yeah.
The places we go.
Never easy with you. Let's see if I can get my hands on it. This is it's like a white. Is this a white marble or something?
I don't know, but it's amazing how these flat stones like this just tend to disappear.
Look at all the pine stone. Cody, you take the brush and you do what you got to do with the brush. See if we can find something here. I'll take the stick back from you. Can you make anything out?
We'll get the light on it and see.
All right. Let's get that light down.
You see, in memory of. Oh, there it is.
Right there. All the way down here, but going down some more. William. Come here.
William Joseph Sands. William Joseph Sands.
Okay, right here.
Is born October 4th, 1869. And died. Oh, look at that work right there.
Whoa, what is that? What is
Wow.
that? That is weird.
Work around the edge. That's pretty neat. All right, died. What does that say? February 5th, 1903. 1903.
Look at this, like you said, look at the little work. Follow my finger. The little work all the way around it. I think there's an epitaph at the bottom too.
Yeah, there is. He was an ever kind and loving husband and father. Sleep on, dear one. We are left to mourn, but we will meet again in that bright home.
Nothing at the bottom. No marks at the top either, right?
Nope.
Cody? Nope. Here, take the brush. Is there someone next door here? Nope.
But you did find another one right back there.
A little bit further over, so let's go see where was that at. Grandpa said always bring all your tools with you. Now you gotta leave them in the car. One of these days I'm gonna get that Jeep and I'm gonna drive it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna show you. Make sure you bring everything. All right, give me a hand here, Cody. I'm gonna take my little stick to get it started. Oh yeah. There you go. Now I'm gonna get my hand in there and I'm gonna pull it back.
Oh, here's a doctor. Listen to his name. Dr. Benjamin Franklin Meadows. Born May 31st, 1833. Died December 15th, 1898. Maybe he was the community doctor here.
Well, there was another doctor buried in the cemetery too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You've been scouting ahead.
Well, I looked online when we was riding up here.
Yeah.
You thought I was sleeping, but I wasn't.
I gotcha. We miss thee now, O dearest loved one. We miss thy fond and earnest care, for no longer around our family hearthstone can we thy loving counsel hear. Wow. Alright, so coming around on the back of the cemetery, the back corner, we looked over the fence at this grave, but I wanted to come and take a look at it up close and see if we can read it. It's obviously a child's grave, and kind of by itself as far as marked graves go over here. We do have several unmarked graves throughout these woods, but we're going to clean this off and see if we can't read a name. Little Daisy, little Daisy, infant daughter of Patillo. Patillo.
How do you spell it?
Pattillo. Illo. Born July 1878. Died September 18th, 1878. Gone to Jesus. Gone to Jesus. Interesting. Alright, so I just happened to have a chainsaw in my car today. I'm going to do a little bit of good while I'm out here. Try to remove some of this tree off of these poor little children right here. One cut here somewhere. All right. We did a little bit of good out here. All right, so if you remember just a minute ago, we visited the grave of little Daisy Patillo. Well, interestingly enough, it seems like here she is again. We got Daisy Patillo, born July 23rd, 1878, and died September 10th, 1878. At the bottom it says at rest. Now I think that's pretty fascinating because it looks like she has two graves out here. And over here, these are the Patillo children here. This is Maddie Lee Patillo, born February 10th, 1882 and died June 16th, 1882. At the bottom it says at rest. And then over here is Walter R. Patillo, born October 1st, 1878, 1876. Died August 21st, 1877. At the bottom it says at rest. So I just thought that was pretty fascinating. And unless I'm just blatantly missing something, looks like little Daisy has two graves. That's interesting. So over here, right beside those children's graves, this is a great example of a false crypt that is broken. Many people ask me about false crypts, and with the missing side here, you can see that the burial is not above ground. It is a below ground burial. You can also see the shapes of the cornerstones. and just how they're put together. And this is damaged. This is no doubt damage from a tree fall. Let's see if we can't make something out on it.
Oh, there we are.
There we go. Sacred to the memory of Mary Patillo, consort of John Patillo, and daughter of Nathan and Elizabeth Winfield. Born July 20th, 1798, and died September 11th, 1868. A devoted Christian for nearly, does it say 50? For nearly 50 years.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough, right?
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna be able to read the rest of that epitaph.
This video, maybe it'll show up.
Yeah.
Lord, she was.
She was thine,
And
not ours, maybe?
not maybe so, not ours, yeah. Can't make that out where I'm at.
More right here.
I can't make it out.
Yeah, the stone's just all busted and worn, but no, her husband John is buried right here, John Patillo. Born September 20th, 1792, and died November 30th, 1873. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. He, being dead, yet speaketh.
You notice this base right here? There's not a... It's got a seam right here, Robert. It's like a false crypt base, and there's a little set little hole right there.
Interesting, yeah.
Either that's a nail or a brass pin, but
Yeah, I see that.
so it's a modular type put together,
Right, not just one solid
not
piece.
not a solid piece. A lot of Patillos in this cemetery.
Yeah, there are more we'll take a look at right over there. So as we make our way over to the other Patillo graves I want to look at, do want to point these children's graves out here. And there. And there. And no doubt many more out here. Just thought the little small false crypts were interesting. Also, here's another doctor. Dr. B.G. Poer. That's P-O-E-R. Born November 16th, 1842, and died January 23rd, 1914.
So I looked up John Patillo on the internet, and he had 10 children. So those 10 children had children. There's a lot of Patillos here. So he had 10 children. Interesting, isn't it? A lot of kids.
Interesting. This says, beautiful home life. Laura Josephine Rowe, wife of R.S. Patillo, born March 24th, 1843, and died August 3rd, 1901. And over here is Reuben S. Patillo, born May 4th, 1839, and died January 10th, 1913. An amiable father here lies at rest, as ever God with his image blessed, the friend of man, the friend of truth, the friend of age, the guide of youth. Here's another pretty good example of a false crypt. Again, one that is damaged. And these, unless this is repaired, it'll be completely fallen and busted before too long. You can see it's very close to falling now. And this is also a Masonic grave. says sacred to the memory of Joseph DeWitt Clinton Davis. Joseph DeWitt Clinton Davis. Born December 21st, 1833. Died November 20th, 1859? 79.
We'll try it this way, see if it shows up any better. Show up any more?
Let's see. I can't make that out. Either 59 or 79.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm not going to try with the epitaph because I'm not going to be able to read it.
Masonic symbol too. See that?
Yep. So this is a really fascinating marker we're about to take a look at. And I don't know enough to speak on these markers, but I was just reading about them not long ago because we filmed another one that was made of the same type of material. So these are metal marker, and I think it's like white bronze or something like that it's called. And these markers were sold off of the railroad, if I'm not mistaken, commonly sold off the railroad. They're just an alternative to the stone markers of the day. So they are very fascinating to see, and I've only seen 2 of them in the wild, so that'll take more learning about.
J.D. Williams. We just looked at him. His actual name is Jenkins Devane Williams. I just looked him up on the internet. These are his children's names. You got some interesting names. Maddie, Virginia. John. Louisiana. India. Emma. Laura. Ella. Ida. And Eliza. He got a lot of children.
Yeah.
And they're probably buried right here too, you know?
The last grave that we're going to take a look at today is something that's very, very, very fascinating to see out here. I'm always very fascinated when I see the grave of a patriot. This is Alston S. Massey, South Carolina Private Continental Army, Revolutionary War. July 17th, 1853 was his death date. Now, I don't believe that this is his. This stone was placed here by the Sons of the American Revolution, and this is probably not his exact grave site. He's probably buried out here in an unmarked grave, but it's still fascinating to know that he's out here.
So I did a little reading up on him, and he was only in the Revolutionary service for a couple of months. So when he got out, he didn't apply for his pension because he thought you had to be in there like 6 months or something. And he's married a couple of times, and I think his last wife applied for his pension like well after he had passed away, and I think he lived a long time.
I think he said he was 90.
Yeah, he lived a long time. And it is reported that he died in Alabama and was brought back here to be buried with family members. But I don't think the grave is marked here. However, I do know that the Sons of the Revolutionary War kids really do a lot of research, so they wouldn't put that here unless they were pretty sure he was here. So I believe that's right. And they have someone that looks after that. Once a year, one of those members comes out and puts the flag up. Okay, Cody, pack up my bag. Robert, we ready to go? I'm hungry. Gonna get me a Whopper. We gone.
No.
There we are.
No.
We've been there 3 hours.
We can't leave yet.
Why?
We got something else.
We done a cemetery.
We got something else to
What?
look at. Well, if you look right over there, you see it? Do you guys see it?
Oh,
Do you
eagle eye.
guys see it?